Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. If you like puzzles, or if you'd like to see me struggle to solve one and have a laugh at my expense, then you're at the right address, so please like and subscribe. Today I'm going to be trying my hand at Dutch Earthquake by Gnubeutel, I think. If you'd like to give it a go, there will be a link in the description below. If you do, please let me know how you fared and what you thought of it. Alright, let's read the rules. We've never made, well, at least I haven't made any skyscrapers, I think, on the channel before. I saw someone online complaining that they were quite difficult to understand, so I wanted to give them a go. I think for the first time ever came across them in a puzzle, but as a small part of that puzzle, and I think they were okay. So I wanted to do a puzzle where they're more prominently featured. Right, anyway, let's go back to the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Place the digits 1 to 9 in every row, column, and box exactly once. Skyscrapers. Clues outside the grid. There are more, I guess. Clues outside the grid. Give the number of skyscrapers visible in the column or row from the direction of the clue. A skyscraper has the height of its cells value. A skyscraper is only visible if no higher skyscraper blocks the view. Right. So the numbers are, say, the floors, the number of floors in the skyscraper. Well, I mean, the highest one is going to be 9, right? So not much of a high skyscraper. Maybe it's I don't know, tens of meters, so that we get to 90. But in any case, the easiest way is to think of them as buildings, and it's the height, right? So this one says that from here we're gonna see 4, right? So if there is a 1 here, I don't know if this is a fog, actually. I didn't really check it looks like fog, right? Let's try not to disturb it. If this is a 1, then you obviously see it. You always see at least 1, right? And then suppose this is 2 and this is 3. Since this is 1 floor and this is 2 floors behind it and this is 3 floors behind it, you're gonna see all 3 of them. You'll see the first floor of this one, you'll see the second floor of this one, and you see the 4th floor of this one. 3rd floor. Why did I say 4? The 3rd floor of this one. Right. Now if we put 9 here and then continue with the rest. I am missing something, though I have no idea what. Oh, 4. I was counting this one in the row. In any case, now we see this one and that one and all the first 3 like we just discussed. Behind them, we're going to see this 9. So from this one, we're going to see 6 floors. The first 3 are covered by those, and then we'll see 6. But since the rest are lower than 9 floors, we won't be able to see them behind this one, looking from this side. Now, if we're looking from this side, we're going to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because they're all visible. See 4 floors here, the 5th floor only here, the 6th floor, the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th. So we'll see 6, and those behind the 9 are invisible from this side. Right, I hope that was, I don't know, clearer than when we started. Right, Dutch flatmates. Each 5 needs to have either a 1 directly above it or a 9 directly below it, or both. Doesn't need both, but it can have both. I think that's self-explanatory. Fold in. Right, another one that I've never done. Fold in? I might have bitten more than I can chew, but right, we'll see. The dashed red lines. Usually I read the rules before I start a video. That's usually. Now I searched for earthquake. This one said Dutch earthquake, so I figured it has Dutch flatmates on it. I like Dutch flatmates. It has earthquake. I thought, well, fine. And it was only 2 stars, so I thought, well, that's for a starter puzzle, that should be okay. I didn't read the rules at all. Right. Fold in. The dashed red lines. Dashed red lines. These? Or do we not see them? Probably we don't see them. Are folded onto each other so that column 1 2, 8, 9. What? So that column 1, 2, 8 and 9 form a secondary grid. In this grid all rules apply, except that regions and rows do not need to have all of the digits. Okay. Columns 3 and 7 are ignored for this grid. Okay. And the skyscrapers still work for that? So these, yeah, those are folded in. I don't know, for those of you who had the pleasure of, actually, right, I'll continue, I'll finish my sentence first. Who had the pleasure of reading Mad in their youth. I was going to say, I'm not sure if they're started publishing again, because I seem to have seen them online. Maybe it's only online, I have no idea. I know that they stopped a while ago. In any case, for those of you who did read that, it's like the, what was it called? Fold in? No, it wasn't called the fold in. Was it called that? No, the last page was always of this kind, where you'd had to fold it in to see the joke. In any case, this is the same. This one is gonna fold into this line, and then we'd get a 4x9 grid that apparently still, the 4 skyscrapers in row 3 could consist of the values 2, 5, 7 and 8 in columns 1, 2, 8, 9 in the folded grid, and 2, 5. Oh wow, so yeah, the skyscraper is gonna work for the folded grid as well. Okay, I definitely bit off more than I can chew. Right, a sip of tea. We didn't even finish the rules that yet, but I need a sip of tea. There we go. Right. Fog. Well, all right. Fog. Fog covers the board. Some correct digits will remove the fog. Oh, some correct digits will remove the fog. Right. That's not exactly dynamic fog, I guess, but not normal fog either. And that's it? That's it? Ah, we're so happy. Right, let's restart the time and see what we can... Alright, I definitely bit off more than I can chew. I have no idea where to start. I do have to wrap my head around the skyscrapers better. As in, I understand how it works, but I don't understand what the implications are. 3. So we're gonna see 3. But those 3 obviously don't have to be the first 3, right? As in, this could be 1 and this could be 7. And then we'd have 8 and 9. No, that's 4. This could be 1 and this could be 8. And we'd have the 9 at the end, and that would still be 3. And it would work when we fold them. Right. But we could as well have 1, 2, 9. And then here have, I don't know, 8 and something else. And when we fold them, we'd still have 3. Okay. But but this one is lower than that one, right? In any case. Otherwise it wouldn't work, right? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Because if this one was lower than that one, I'd need 1 here. That still could work, right? Yeah, this could be 7, 8, 9. Then whatever we want here. And it would still work. Right. Right. Okay. Right, maybe it's easier to look at the 4, right? Because since it says that even in the folded version, it's still 4. It means that in row 2, row 1, and row 3, hold on, I'm counting this one, so give me a break, a small one. In those, these digits are in order, right? As in ascending order. They have to be so that we can see 4. Right. So this one is smaller than this one, smaller than that one, smaller. What does that mean? So this is a maximum of 6. Right. That's supposed to be enough to actually start, because there are no other clues, right? Oh, I forgot about the Dutch flatmates. Does that have any impact? Well, wherever 5 is here in row 1, it has to have a 9 in the same position in row 2, right? Because that can't have a 1 above it. Ooh, hold on. Usually this is inside, this is inside the grid, right? As in, those don't count, or do they? Oh, it wouldn't work anyway. It can't have 1 and 5. Because if this is 1, say, and this is, so if this is 1, and this is 5, all of the others have to be lower than 5 to satisfy this one. So that doesn't work in any case, so don't have to think about that. So, right. Wherever the 5 is in row 1, we need a 9 in row 2. Right. And wherever we put the 9 in row 2 is gonna be the end of the 3. So it can't be earlier than here, if that makes sense. Right, but it can't be here either. Because if it's here, it can be here. Right. It can be here. What does that mean, though? What does that mean? I don't know. I don't know. Can I say anything about these? I mean, this, just to see how this works. This could be 1 and 2, right? And then this could be 3, 1, 2, 3, and this would be 9. And then we'd have here 7 and 8. And that would work. Right. But we could have, what could we have? Good one. We could have 7, 8, no. So where could 9 be here? It could certainly be at the end, right? It could certainly be at the end. Because then it doesn't matter, right? I guess. If this is, say, 7 and that's an 8, that's fine. So I know that these two are higher than these two. This could be completely in, like I said, those could all be hidden, that would work. But is there a way for those not to be hidden and still it would work? I guess. So suppose this is 1, 2, 3, and 9. Right. And then here we have 4, 5. That's fine. Right? Yeah, that is fine. I do not know what I'm talking about. That's the gist of it at the end. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay, what about here? What about here? I don't know. And this could be 9, and this could be 8, and it still would work, right? Well, this one has to be higher than those two. That's obvious, right? What does that mean? It doesn't mean anything, does it? As in, we could have here 1, 2, 9. Right. So this one has to be... No, it doesn't. We could have 1, 2, 9. But we don't have to have that. Right? We could have 1, 7, 2, 9. And that would still be 3. We could have the 9 here and then put 8 here and then it would still work. Right. But are there any options except 9 here and 9 there? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, of course there are, right? Like we just said. This could be, say, 1, 7. 1, it doesn't have to be 1, but just for 1, 7. And then we put the 9 here or whatever. 9. And the 8 here. We still see 3. All I know is that 9 has to be from here and above, right? Well, it can't be here. That's where 9 is in row 2. So 5 is here somewhere. That's not useful. That is not useful. That's definitely not useful, right? Okay, there is a trick that I don't get. So apparently skyscrapers are as difficult as that person was saying. So they were not lying. I mean, I think I understand the concept. At least I think so, right? But I don't know what the implications are. Apparently, that's obvious, I think. That's obvious. Right. So those 3 are higher than the equivalent ones. So that's a minimum of 3. Ooh, that's interesting. Not. Well, this one has to be 4, right? At least. Because this one can't be higher than this one. But those could be 3, right? Three all the way to 8. That's not useful. That's definitely not useful. What else? What else am I missing? Let's read this and see if it actually was correct. In row 3 could consist of the values 2, 5, 7, 8. So 2, 5, and let's write them. 2, 5, 7, 8. In columns 1 to 8 in the folded grid, and 2, 5, 6, 9. Yeah, that's how I understood it. This one would have to be lower than 5, but that's fine. So 1, 3, or 4. Okay, yeah, yeah. All right, got it. I still don't know what to do with it, but I got it. Okay, anything else? I mean, 9, and there's a 5. And the other 5 would have a 1 above it. So, yeah, it doesn't matter. And 5 here could have 1 above it or 9 below it. We don't know. The same goes here, right? It's only the first one that has some problem. But having 9 here, that's not really wonderful, is it? Am I missing? Well, again with the silly questions. Yes, I am missing something. What am I missing? Believe it or not, there's somebody, how do you say it? Wow, fireworks. What's the verb for fireworks? Releasing? No. Outside in any case. We're 19th of January. And there are still fireworks. Setting off, that's the verb I was looking for. There are definitely lots of options, or am I now too stupid? It must be the interaction between the options. It can't be one option by itself that's going to make a difference, right? But what is that? So this was a maximum of 6, right? And this one too. This is a maximum of 7. So what does it matter? Okay, let's pencil mark and see. I mean, I know this is silly, but I just want to see. Okay, what could these be? Well, I don't know if that is correct. We'll have to see. But now I'm just this one. Well, this one is a right, and these are right. Can this be 3 and 4? Yeah, there's no problem, right? Well, could have 7 and 8 here. And this would be 3 and 4, and if this is 1 and 2, yeah. Right. So, what's the big deal here? What's the big deal? I don't know. Do we have then 4 by 3 boxes that things can't repeat in them? No, they have to repeat, right? There's no way around it. Of course, things will have to repeat. What does it say about it? Except that regions and rows do not need to have all the digits. Okay, they're going to have more. I mean, the rows, fine, but the regions Yeah, they don't have to have all the digits, but they're gonna have repeating digits. Okay. Interesting. This is supposed to be 2 stars, huh? So that's how bad I am. So this one is as well the same, right? They have to be less than that, but this could be 2, 3. So this could be 2, yeah. But what's the minimum? This could be 7, 8. No, yeah, 7, 8 would work as well. So this is okay. And when we put them together, that would work. But there is no interaction, right? Paul, then in this grid, all rules apply. What are all rules? Oh, the Dutch flatmate and the skyscraper. Right. Well, I mean, the Dutch flatmate is not going to change in any case, because if I put 5 here with whatever 1, I can't have 1 above it, but with, I can't have 9 below it either. I chose a bad example, didn't I? Right, if I put 5 here and that's a 9, that's not going to change because it's a vertical alignment. It doesn't matter what we do horizontally. So it's just the skyscrapers that count, right? All regions and rows do not need to have all the digits. Okay. So, and they're going to repeat. There's no way around it. Of course, they will not repeat in the row and in the column because we didn't change that. But in that 4 by 3 boxes that we're gonna get 3 4 by 3 boxes. Of course, they're going to repeat. So the only rule that's still valid is skyscrapers. Right. I'm flabbergasted. I mean, if this is, say, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have here 8, 9, right? Does that mean anything? We can't have all of them start with 1. I get that. But 1, 2, 3, 4, then 7, 8, 9, and whatever here, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. Since we can always, well, we do need a 9 here. Right, I am stupid. Now we get to that realization after 20 minutes in this video. And this has to be here, right? Because if we put 9 in any of those, then it doesn't work anymore, right? If we put 9, then it's a 3. We do need a 9, and it can't be here, so this is a 9. This is a 9. Right. And remember, we said the 9 needed the 5 because there's no way around it, so this is a 5. Okay. Yeah. Now this is going to become a mess and probably not needed anymore, but bear with me. I will delete the pencil marks in a bit, I guess, but just to see what it's about. So this is 5. It can't have anything. Well, no, it can. We still can have 6, 7, 8, 9, right? With no problem. But can this still be 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, if this is 9, or yeah. If those are lower than 5, then this has to be 9, right? Right. Does that matter? Oh, hold on. This one can't be 5. It could never be 5 because of the 1, 9 thing. Didn't really take that into consideration, did I? This could still be 5 because this would be 9. Right. Right. So now 8 is either here. Hold on. This can't be 8. Because now that we have the 9 here, this can't be 8 anymore, right? Because if this is 8 and this is the 9, once we fold it in, this will be blocking everything and we can't see 3, so this isn't 8. If this isn't 8, then this isn't 7. Right, so this is 8. It is. It is. Right, so these aren't 8 anymore. Okay, one of those starts with a 1. Okay, and one of them has to have a 7. But it can be this. I keep on wanting to say it can't be that, but it can be this. Right. And since this is an 8, well... yeah, but this one was... oh, right, I forgot about that all of a sudden. This one has to be higher than both of these. Yeah, it does, because otherwise it doesn't work, right? So this can't be 7. It can't be 6 either. Right. We're getting somewhere, I guess. Well, this one can't be 4. It can't be 4. Because if this is 4, okay, fine, this we can't see this one, but then the 8, the only thing we can see behind the 8 is a 9, so that doesn't work. So this isn't 4. Getting somewhere, I guess. I guess. So one of those is a 7. Does it matter which? Can this be a 7? I don't see a problem. If this is 7, then this is 8, 9. And if this is 7, then this is 8. Right. Right, so there's definitely an 8 here, right? To block these, to be higher than the 7 and still see it. So this is not 8. And we're getting there slowly, but I'm going to say surely. I don't know. We'll see at the end if it's surely, but we're going there slowly. Almost took the 4 out from here. That's not true. That is not correct. Right, this one sees 4, so this one has to be less than 7. Okay, but besides that, we don't know, I guess, right? Oh, we need to fold again. Right, so these have to be higher than the 7, right? Those two have to be higher than the 7 to be able to see them once we fold. So these are 8, 9. There's no way, no other thing that would work here. Right. I'm not sure. Oh, this is the dotted line that should connect. Okay, yeah, right. It's across the whole grid. Right, now we see a 6, so none of these is a 6 anymore, for what it's worth. And this can't be 8 anymore. Right, so this is 8. And this it isn't. Oh, or maybe it is, and because this can't be 7. This has to be 7. Right, this is 7, so that one has to be 8. It just didn't clear. Is that correct? It has to be, right? It has to be, so I'm going to say that this is correct. This is not 6, so this is 6. Right? Right. This one can't be 4 anymore because this is not higher than 4. This is not 4 or 3. Right. But this has to be higher. This has to be higher than 5, right? Because now we see 1, 2, 3, and this has to be then. It can't be 6. So this is 7, 8, or 9. I don't know which one, but we'll get there. Oh, where's 5 here? Oh, there. Okay, it works. Whew. Right. Right. So one of those have to be 5. Still don't know which though, do we? We still don't know which. Right. Hold on, this has to end here, doesn't it? It does. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Just like this doesn't have to be 7, 8, or 9. I'm just hallucinating. This is silly. Because this could be 4, whatever, 3, and then we get 7, 8, or 9, and that would still work. Oh, I really hope I did do this mistake till now. It's very possible that I did, but okay. So this is lower than 7. Well, that's very obvious, isn't it? That doesn't matter. And here we don't care because everything is going to be lower than 7. So, right. Maybe we have to think about 5. Maybe we have to think about 5. So, right. I can have 5 here, can I? Not? Well, not here, but I can have 5, 1, and 1. Even 5 and 9. That's still okay, right? Yeah. And any place I have 5 here, it can still have 1 or 9. Okay. Right. Right. Okay, what about 5 here? Well, that's not gonna be... I mean, this one can't be 5, okay, but this one can. It already has the 9. And any of those... Well, this one can't. This one can, because this could be 9. Okay. So it's only in 2 places, but they're not very useful, are they? Do I have to think about this already? Don't think that that's gonna get me anywhere. There's no folding vertically, so that doesn't matter, right? I don't think that it does. So this could be 6 and we'd have 7, 8, 9 wherever, and it's fine for... Well, it can't be 6 because there's already a 6, but you know what I mean. Alright, it can't be 6, so... Does it matter? I don't think so, because we could put 7, 8, 9 somewhere. As long as 6 is behind the 7, then it should work, right? Or 7 behind the 8, whatever. So as long as we hide 1. Fine. Lots of things work. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. So where is 9 here? Where is 9 here? Because wherever we put 9 here, it's visible, isn't it? Ah. Right. Wherever we put 9, it's visible. Then we get 4. 1, 2, 3, and the 9 wherever we put it. But we still need to put 7 and 8. So if you put any in front of the 9, then we have 5 already. So this one has to be 9. So I wasn't right, but I was lucky. Okay. So this is 9. Right. Right. So 5 here has to either have a 9 there or 1 above it. But there are still lots of places for a 1, so that's fine. That's fine. And here, what am I still missing? Well, I'm missing the 8 and 9, but that doesn't work. Well, The 8 and the 7. But this can't be 8 or 7, can it? It can't. Because if this is 7, we can only see the 8 and the 9 behind it. And if it's 8, then that's worse. We can only see the 9 behind it. So these become 8 and 9. Right. 8 and 7. Sorry. This one can't be 8 for Sudoku reasons. So this is 7. That's 8. Right. Right. And this is from 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not very useful, is it? This is not very useful. Well, where is 5 here? Well, it can be here, it can be here. No, it can't be here. It can be here, or it can be anywhere here. Is that useful? Nope. It is not. Maybe it is, but I don't see it. Maybe it. Well, we saw all of this all of a sudden. How does that help? I don't want to have to think about them again. Right. Is it a question of where is 9 again? It is a question of where is 9 again, isn't it? Which is the question that I should... Right. But that's why we're doing a between quotes easy one. Because these kind of questions, you need to do a few with that, say, variant, the constraints, to start understanding what you should be looking for. At least for me. I don't know, maybe it was obvious for lots of people. Right. So now we need a 9 here, but it can't be obviously in any of those, right? It can't be here either. So 9 is in one of those. One of these is a 9. And since one of these is a 9, this isn't a 9 anymore. So all of those are not 9, and this one has to be 9. Right. Did it show us something? Yeah, it did. Okay, it cleared those, which, okay. At least it is dynamic fog. I did not get that. It's showing other places. I thought it was only going to show maybe the actual area around it or not. Okay. Not that it really matters, but okay. This is 9. Yeah. What does that matter? Well, so this one can't be 5. Well, let's have a look at where 5 is, right? Just to this can be 5, unfortunately. This one can't. This one can't. This one can. Again, unfortunately. But it can. That's not enough yet, is it? Hold on, where's 8 here? Yeah, this isn't 8. I made a mistake. How? Oh yeah, of course this isn't 8. Oh, I'm so stupid. Really? I mean, yeah, I am stupid. Yeah, this doesn't have to be 8. This doesn't have to be 8. I'm still thinking in terms of, it has, not still thinking, but every now and again that it has to just continue. It worked for the 4 because the one behind it has to be as well bigger. But here it doesn't matter. If this is a 4, we still can't see it, and this would be an 8. Right? So I was lucky. Well, I was lucky. I don't know if I was lucky. I continued. Did the 8 make any difference? Probably. I don't know. Yeah, it did. I used it here. Well, it doesn't matter. I need an 8 here somewhere. So I was lucky, but I do need an 8. Even if I understood what I should be talking about, then this would have worked. This is not going very well, is it? Let's take another sip of tea. Right, because I was thinking we do need an 8, but the 8 has to be here, right? In one of those two. It can't be here, because then we'd see 2. So one of those is an 8, and this becomes a 4. And it isn't a 4. Doesn't have to be a 4 either. It doesn't have to be anything. The pencil marks really was not correct for this one, was it? The 3. Well, in any case, this isn't 8, and the 8 has to be here. Because we need to see the 8 behind the 7. This could be anything lower than 7, and it has to be lower than 7, as long as this is an 8 to see it. Correct. Yeah. Yeah. But, okay. Doesn't get me anywhere, does it? As in, it got me this far, but does it give me anything more? So what are these? Do I know where I can... No, it doesn't matter, right? I still need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, I do need 1. Oh, now I know that this isn't 5. Ah. This can't be 5. This can't be 5 because this is not 9. This can't be 5 because this is not 9. And this can't be 5 because this is not 9. Guess what? This has to be 5. I mean, I said that before, right? But okay, this is correct. This has to be 1 then to accommodate the 5. So this becomes a 2. This becomes a 3, which is correct. And this becomes a 4. Excellent. This is not a 4. And these are not 2 or 3, so this is 1. This is 4. This has to be 5. Right. 5 would need a 9, but we can't have a 9 here, so it would have a 1 above it. Alright. Alright. Yeah. And then I still need a 2, 3. Okay. Right. Right. What about these? Oh, still missing a 4, but that could be anywhere, right? Okay. Yeah. Right, so this has to be a 5, right? Because nowhere else could you have a 1 or a 9 above it anymore in row 4. So all of these are not, of course some of them we see the digits above them, but even if we didn't, since 1 and 9 here, we can't have 5 anymore here anywhere, because we can't have 1 above it or 9 below it. So this has to be a 5. And it is, and it gives us another clue. Thankfully, not thankfully, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. What are the options now here? Well, it can't be 7 or 8, right? That's obvious. Because 7, we went through that before, I think. 7 would be 8 and 9, and we only see 3. 8 would only see a 9. So it's not that. It's not 9. It's not 6 and 5. So it's 3 or 4. Right. So this one is 4 and higher. So it can be 5, 6. It can't be 9. It's 5 or 6. Well, 4 or high. Yeah, okay. It's 5 or 6. We can't have 4. Right. Can this be 5? Yeah, 1 or 9 is still okay. Right. So this one has to be at least a 6, right? Right, but how's that going to work? Right, because this is at least a 6 to be higher than the 5, but it can't be 9 because it would block behind it. So it's 6 or 8. We can't have 9 here. The maximum we can have is 7. So this has to be 7, 6, 5, and 4 or 3. But this has to be 7, this has to be 6, and this has to be 5. Which doesn't show us anything, and that's scary, but okay. We don't know if this is 4 or 3, but we know that this is now 1 or 9. Okay. Right, so where is 9? It can't be here. It's definitely not in those two because of this 9 here. If we put a 9 here, then all of a sudden we can't have 9 below that 5, and we can't have 1, so this has to be 9. Indeed, it is 9. And it shows us a... Well, I mean, I know there's no clue here, but at least we know that the 9 was correct. Right. I didn't react to the 8 because I've played dynamic fog puzzles where some of them just don't clear anything. So I thought, well, okay. It's possible. I don't know why I trusted my own logic over over actually checking whether a fog should have been cleared or not. In any case, a sip of tea. A sip of tea. What am I still missing? Oh, lots of things, and we don't know if that matters, right? We don't know if that matters. Right, so this isn't 8 or 9. Right. And this isn't 8 or 9 either. How's this going to work? How is this going to work? Well, it doesn't matter. As in, those could be 1 and 2, and this could be 8 and 9, for instance. It doesn't really matter. As long as we have enough less than 5 to fill in the blanks. Right. Right. So what else? What else? 5, I do have the 5, it has a 9 here. Well, wherever we put 5 here, it has to have a 1 above it. So again, those couldn't be 5. Even though this one. So this isn't 5 and that isn't 5. And there are still lots of options. 3 of them at least. So maybe not useful yet. Maybe not useful yet. Do I know anything here? Or should I look at something here that I don't know? One of them has 9, but they don't both have... Well, one of them would gonna have 9 here. How's that going to work? Right, so probably, not probably, the 8 and the 9 are in a cross pattern, right? As in they're not next to each other, because the 8 has to block the others to get to the 9. So we do need a 9 here somewhere. Well, still not really necessary though, is it? Because it can be here, the 9, so this doesn't have to be 8. It can just be 6, and this would be 5, for instance. So no, that's not true. That's not true. Okay, this is a 9 just by Sudoku, right? That I didn't really consider. Yeah. Right. Right. So, unless there is a 1 above it, this would have to be... Oh, this can't be a 5. So there's... Okay, that's out of the question. So now we know that wherever 5 is, it has to have a 1 above it. It's not here, that's for sure. Okay, there are enough options that it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Right. So what am I looking at then? What am I looking at? There's an 8 here somewhere. Not particularly interesting, is it? And what am I still missing here? 3, 4, 8 and 7, right? Just 8 here. 7 could be anywhere. Right, maybe I have to look at these more. If this is 5, what does that mean? What does that mean? What can this be? Oh, right, maybe I should just pencil mark this one and see. Because can it be less than, so this can be 1, 2, well, it can't be 1. Yeah, it can be 1. We don't need the 1 for anything, right? Yeah, we did. We needed the 1 for, yeah. So I'm not crazy. Well, I am, but not because of that. We do need the 1 above the 5, since we can't have... It wasn't here, was it? Because 5 here can still have the 9 above it. No, it wasn't here. It was in this row. Okay, so I am crazy. And this could be 1 or 2, right? And then, or 6. Interesting. Well, if this is 6, what does that mean? Well, in any case, it means that this can't be 8, right? How is this going to work then? Because this is 1, 2, 6 as well. Ah, but this could be... No, this can't be 9. Hold on a second. Something is... Why did I say that we need an 8 here? Do we? I don't think we can have an 8 here. We can have an 8 there, but we can't have an 8 here. 1000 milliards de mille sabords. I don't know if I've used this for anything, but I think 8 here doesn't work, right? Because when we fold them, we need something higher than 8 still to see it. Otherwise, this is just 2. And we can't have 9 because we've used the 9. So this is not 8. Actually, we need 8 in one of those then. So this becomes 8, 9, right? Because then 8 disappears when we just fold, which makes sense, I guess. And then in the one that has 8, since there's 9 still behind it, we're gonna need to have this one higher than that one, so that we only see 3. But it is 8, 9, because 8 here doesn't work. So this becomes an 8, right? Yeah, this becomes an 8. Right. It hasn't been a stellar performance, I know that, but yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's worse than usual, but yeah. 2, 3. What am I still missing here? I mean, those have to be, no. Again, no, these don't have to be lower than the 2, 3. Actually, in one of them, they have to be higher than the 2, 3, right? And that is still 4 or 5. Okay. Both of them are still okay. This one can't be 5, but it can be 4. So 4, 2 or 3, and then 8, that would work. And we'd have a 9 somewhere. Right. Oh, I still have to fit 5 though. Yeah. I think Even here it works. This would be 9. But if I put 5 here somewhere, then I would need a 1. That's still okay as well, right? Yeah. Right. Another sip of tea. So do I have to pencil mark this and see what can this one be, for instance? Right, it can be 1. It can be 2. Can it be? It can be 3. 4. Alright, so that's not useful. That's not useful, is it? That's definitely not useful. Well, and it is useful when I know what it is, right? Hold on. Oh yeah, this... Yeah, this one can still be a 1. Wow, that's interesting. No, it can't. This one can't be 1 anymore, right? If this is 1, this isn't 1. So this would have to be... Oh yeah, it works. 2, 3 works. 2, 3 works. 2, 3, we don't see the 1, 5, yeah. And if this is, say, I don't know, 1, 3, then this could be 6. But even 1, 3, this could be 2. That still works. Everything works. Right. But what would happen if this is 4? Maybe that doesn't work here, right? Because if this is 4, to have an 8, that doesn't work, because yeah, it doesn't work, because the one that has an 8 would need to be 1, 2, 3, 4, as in order, and this one can't be in order. This one can't be in order, because the one that has the 8 here would need a 9 somewhere, and the 9 is not here, so the 9 is somewhere in those two, right? Right. Oh, it's 3. Am I talking nonsense again? I am talking nonsense again. I am talking nonsense again. Oh, actually, it's the other way around, right? The one that has 8 can't have these in order. That was it. Right. So the one that has 9 has to have them in order. The one that has 9 has to have them in order. Yes, because 9 makes 1, 2, 3. Right. And those are not in order. They can never be in order. Right? If this is 9, then those would have to be 1 and 2 or 2 and 3, right? But when we fold them, even if this is 1 and 2, this would have to be 6, because there is no 1 and 2. If this is 2, 3, this can't be 1. I mean, you can't put a 1, but then, oh yeah, no, that's the whole point. We only need 3, not 4. Oh, these have to be in order, not these. It's not 4. It's, as expected, the longer we go, the more nonsense I utter. I'm losing my voice as well. Why do people go to work sick? When we were in a meeting and somebody could barely talk and coughing and wheezing and, these kind of, and you think, well, stay at home. That's, you don't have to spread the joy, right? But it happens. It happens, and then, well, that's how everybody at the office or at school gets sick and then brings the whatever it is, the flu back home, or the cold, or whatever. In any case, I don't know if I'm getting sick, but yesterday that happened, so I was expecting to get sick. Right, so these are 2, 3, so these are not 2, 3, right? I did not think about that. Right. Can this be 4, 3? How is that working? I am completely now and utterly confused. Because if this is 4, 3, 8, 9, doesn't, yeah, it does. No, it doesn't. 4, 3, it works with, well, 4, 3 would need an 8, 9 to get 3, right? But that doesn't work here. 4, 3, and then, 1, 5. No, that doesn't work. I only see the 4 and the 5. And if I put a 6, I would only see the 4 and the 6. Okay. Oh, that took me forever. So this is 1. No, this is still 2, 3. This is not 1. So 1, 3, 5 works. 1, 3, 6 works. 1, 2, 6 works. Okay. That didn't help very much then. Okay, but if this is higher than that, then this has to be the 9, right? Because if it's 8 and then there's a 9 afterwards, then we see 4. So this has to be the 9. Correct. And this has to be the 8. Again, correct. Which is not surprising, but okay. Right. So where's 5 now? Here. Where is 5? It can't be here. It can be here, right? But it can't be here either, because we can't put a 9 here or a 1. So this is the only place where we can have a 5. Good. We see more. Right, and we're still missing a 4 and a 6, so that's nice. These become a 2, 3. Right, and these become 1, 4, and 5. Right, so this isn't 5. And wherever we put, this can't be 5 either, because this isn't 9 and this isn't 1. So this has to be 5. Has to be 5. And this has to be 1 then. Right. And this is 4 then. Okay, now we're getting somewhere, I guess. Now we're getting somewhere, I guess. Still missing a 5 here. And it needed a 1. Okay, still don't know where though. Okay. Still don't. What else did I see? Oh, I saw this one. Okay. Okay. Don't know if I can do anything with that though, can I? I don't think so. Right, but now this is 4, 8 and it needs a 9. So, alright, one of those is a 9. Okay, that works. We don't know which one though, right? Right. But then when both of these have to be higher than 4, right? No, not both, one of them. Again, this is not a 4, this is a 3. Oh no, it's true, both of them. We don't see this one. Take a breath. Collect your thoughts. Oh, what's the S about doing there? Collect your thought. Right. Right. So both of these have to be higher than 4. So this is, what are the options? It's not 1 or 2. So it's 6. It's 6. That's it. So this is 6. But how's that going to work? Oh, no, this one can be anything else. Okay. So this is 6 and this is 7 or 8. It can't be 7. It can't be 8. It can't be 9. So this is 7. Okay, we don't see anything, just to make me even more doubt that I'm doing anything correct. Well, this is 2 and this is 1. Right. So this 5, oh, both 5s here are very greedy. Took both of them. So now, now what? I don't know. I don't know. What am I still missing here? 3, 4, and 8. So this is an 8. And that's a 3, 4. Right. I'm just pencil marking, and I'm sorry. It's 1, 3, 4. That's not 1. That's not 4. And here we are missing a 2, a 6, and a 7. Right. See, that's a 2. That's 6 or 7. Right. And then that was the easy part done. That was the easy part done. So 5 again. Where do I need a 5? I need a 5 here and needed a 1. I keep on repeating the same things. Right, so this one can't be 1. Right, since I need 1 here for the 5 in row 6. Right, the 5 in row 6 can't have a 9 in row 7, so it needs a 1 in row 5, which means that this isn't 1, which means that this is 1. Right. Right. What does that mean though? Where is 5 here? 5 here requires a 9. Right, 5 in row 7 can't have a 1 in row 6, right? One of those is a 5. Well, not the one in the middle, but you know what I mean. But to have a 5, you need a 9 here under it. Well, this one is then out of the question now. This one is out of the question because that 5 in row 2. So this is 5, and this is 9. Right, which gives me a 9 here. Okay, so far so good. Right. So far so good. Right, so now here I see 1 and 2. This one has to be higher. Well, this one has to be higher than this one, otherwise doesn't work, right? Because now I see 1, 2. One of those and 4. So if this one was lower than that one, I would see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That doesn't work. Okay, so I'm still missing an 8 and 3 and 4. This can't be the 8. This has to be the 8. And that's wrong. Okay, I'm definitely doing something wrong. Yeah, I am. Because the 5 will block the 3 and the 4. Oh. Mille milliards, mille savoir. How many times do I have to do it to get it through my thick skull? It is not... I mean, it's easy to grasp. But I don't know why afterwards my brain defaults to the order, if you know what I mean. As if it's an increasing order. It isn't. It isn't. Now we're gonna ignore the fact that we now know where the 8 is and see if we can figure it out. Well, at least this is better than being lucky, as in putting it and it's correct, but it's just by luck. At least now I realize that I wasn't correct. Right, so where am I still missing a 5? Here, right? Okay, this is a 5 then. This isn't a 9, so this has to be a 1. Okay, that's good, right? Now I have all the ones. Right, good. 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 This is 2 or 3. Doesn't really help, but okay. What am I still missing here? Well, the 3, 4, yeah, and a 2. Okay, 2, 3, 4. What am I missing here? 7. Doesn't matter where it is, I guess. Doesn't matter. Oh, this is a 3. I just didn't see the 2. Well, I didn't see it. I definitely saw it, and I just didn't do anything about it. That's all. Okay. Oh, there's a 4 here. Right. How? Oh, okay. This has to be 6, 7, right? To accommodate this 4. There's no other way. If this is 7, then it's 7, 8, 9. That doesn't work. So this is 6. That's a 7. And if we look from here, we're going to see the 6, and then next we see the 7, the 8, and the 9, and that's 4. Right? That does work. I'm doing this for my own benefit. Not. I know that everybody's got it. Right. So. Right, this is done. What about this one? Well, where's 7? It can't be here. Where's 7 in row 9? So this is 7 then. It is. Right. Right. And then this is from 2, 3, 4. I don't know how that helps. What am I still missing here? I'm missing an 8. Can this be an 8? No. For the same reason. Because then we would see whatever that is, 8 and then 9. So this is 8. Thankfully all correct. This is 3 or 4. And what am I still missing? Well, 2, 3 and 4, yes, and 6. Can this be 6? It can. Can it though? No. Can this be 6? No. Well, yeah, it can. If this is 4, 3, and then we have 6, and then 8, and 7, and 9. Yeah, alright. I was almost did something silly. Not for the first time, but... Right, so this is 2 and 4. Both are still okay, I guess. Not 3, 4. And here we are missing then 6, 7, and 8. Right. Okay, none of those are an 8, so this is an 8. This is an 8. This is an 8, yeah. We got there. Right. So can't see these. Now we see 2. Yeah, right. Is that right? If this is... Right, so we need 6 and 7 still. Both can be hidden here, and then we have 2, 3, 4 here for it. Well, no, this isn't 4. What is that? Oh, hold on. This is 2, 3, or 6, right? Those are 2, 3, 6. Right. But if this is 2 or 3, would that still work? This is 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. That works. If this is 6, does that still work? 4, 3, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, that works. Okay, I can't do anything about that. Just accept your fate. That sounded too ominous. These are 2, 3, and 4 as well. This is not 3. Okay, that's not helping. Just gonna pencil mark everything and see what I can see. Oh, hold on. This isn't 7, since we already know where 7 is. What's wrong with me? A lot. This is 7 as well, and this is 2, 3, 6, and that's that one we know what it is, and it's a 6. Oh, look at that. This isn't a 6, so now we need a 6 here. No, this isn't a 6. We need a 6 here. Right, and that's a 4, and that's a 2, and that's a 4, and that's not a 4. Right, now I need to figure out how this works. 1569 works in any case. Right. And here, well, doesn't matter, does it? This is the only one still that can help me figure out these, right? So what do I see now? I see 1, but forget about these. I see 1, 2, 3. So I can only see 1 here now still, right? Because 1, both of them are lower than 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So this one has to be higher than that one. Otherwise, it doesn't work. If this is lower than that one, we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, right. So this is 4. This is 3. That's 2. That's 3. 2. No. 3, 2. 2. Right. Moment of truth. Hey. All right. That was a unmitigated catastrophe, wasn't it? But look, I enjoyed it. I know that I've made lots of mistakes, but yeah, I think I do like Skyscrapers. They're a little bit like sums and all of the external clues. What are they called? The sandwich? Yeah. The sandwich ones, which I really like as well. Well, I hope that you enjoyed it, in spite of it all. If you did, please like and subscribe, and maybe share, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.